Welcome back, you guys! This is the Syndra, and look, it's HOI4 on the Kaiserreich mod. 0.8 divided states. I kinda promised myself I wouldn't go back to HOI4 until they released Man the Guns. But when I heard about this update, I thought, fuck it, I gotta give it a go, right? We also have Holy Fury for CK2 coming up in like the 12th of November. So I can do a campaign in HOI4 until the CK2 one. So I'm already doing a EU4 campaign. I'm also doing a Battle Brothers campaign, which I am actually quite enjoying. But I have to try this out. I heard they also reworked the naval combat just themselves in this. All of the ships are a lot better than they were before, and I'm just dying to give this a shot. I'm hoping nothing breaks. So we have Costa Rica, we have Nicaragua, we have Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Mexico. I already did a Mexico campaign. The thing is, if this is gonna be a huge change to naval combat, I'm kind of interested in giving the Union of Britain a try. I don't think I've ever properly played as Britain. I don't know how it's going to be. I know that it's not the same Britain as in the original game, where they are the naval dominant, the naval like superpower. But I think I will try out some Britain, shall we? Let's try to rule the waves as Britain in this new patch, and give it a go. I'm not going to be playing on elites because that kind of fucks up the Kaiserreich stuff, and it's also very, very difficult. Ironman mode, no, I think not. Let's go ahead and give it a shot, shall we? I can't wait to see how they changed it. I basically skimmed the notes, essentially like submarines that are not countered by destroyers will just wreak havoc on everything. They will butcher like capital ships and everything above. But destroyers, they really do just butcher submarines. And then the cruisers destroy destroyers and capital ships destroy cruisers. So you kind of have to have a nice balance. Like, my usual stick is to go for light cruisers and capital ships. But that's not going to work, because the light cruisers don't work that well against submarines. You're going to need to have destroyers, light cruisers, and capital ships. They also added a new thing called a heavy carrier. They basically added a new type of carrier in this game, and I'm quite looking forward to try that out. Yes, let's just thank you, Kaiserreich team. Just give me the major events. Welcome to our new home. That's right, they did change their Steam account. So basically, if you're trying to update your current Kaiserreich and it's not working, you're going to need to subscribe to the new Kaiserreich, which is on a different account. Apparently, they had it on some actual individual's account, and now they want to have like a proper team account, which is fine. Which is fine. Thank you for joining us in our new home. We are sorry about the trouble, but hopefully 0.8 more than makes up for it. I'm hoping it does. And I'm hoping this is going to be enjoyable, because it feels like forever since I played this. Oh. So first things first, when it comes to Kaiserreich, we got to take a look at our country here. Okay. Everything here looks the same. So right now we have Federalists, Congregationalist wing of the TUC. That's a trade union. Philip Snowden. So we're quite heavily into, we're basically communists. We're syndicalists, but yeah. And we have militias. Population factor, recovery rate, division organization -20. Oh god, so they're basically garbage. Planning speed negative, but they are good for defending. Oh, we gotta get that shit off. What do we have? Helen Crawford. Political power games. That's kind of garbage, to be honest. Resource gain efficiency. Does England even have like proper resources? We got some steel. I don't see a lot of aluminum. I see some in Scotland up here. It might be enough aluminum to make some planes. And then we have a few oil and rubber. Like, I think we have some synthetic refineries over here. Yeah. But let's take a look at our research. So we have 4 slots available to us. Oh, they moved this to here. They moved the transports to this tab, so it's no longer... Okay! That's gonna take a while to get over. Let's let's put that on pause. Everything here looks the same. Yes. It might be different, like, icons, but everything here is the same. And then they move the transport thing to this. That kind of makes more sense. So, support companies, this all looks exactly the same. We've got shovels and recon unlocked. We start with motorized as well. That's good. Armor, we got heavy tanks unlocked. Huh. I've been considering changing the way I usually do my divisions, because in the late game, my template that I use most of the time just gets annihilated. So I'm going to need to figure out a way to change that somehow. This seems to be squished quite a lot, actually. Yeah, it does. I'm not going crazy here. This tree looks a lot shorter than it did before. Maybe they just condensed it more? We're missing 37 and 38 in this tab. So those are going to be kind of dead years when it comes to this. When it comes to artillery stuff. Okay. Doctrine does not look changed at all. We don't start with any, but it doesn't. Concept of annihilation. I think that's been renamed, though. I might be wrong. I don't go down mobile warfare that often. And then we have naval. It starts in the 1900s. So let's see here. These are the cruisers. The Endurance, 1933. So up until this line here, everything is up to date. And then we get the destroyers. We got destroyers, we got cruisers, we got armored cruisers. Yes, they did add that as well. So it's supposed to be like the poor man's battleship, apparently. If you can't afford to build like battleships, you can go for armored cruisers. Then they can sort of fill in the gap where the battleships would usually go. Then we got fast battleships. So they're kind of jack of all trades. They don't have... They're actually quick enough to be able to catch up and shoot some... do some attacks. So that's good. And then we got dreadnoughts. They are the heavily armored queens of the ocean. They are expensive and slow. We'll have to see what we go for. And then we got carriers. And then we got heavy carriers. Heavy carriers are usually based on battleship or dreadnought designs, which means they are huge and heavily armored, but also very expensive. I'm guessing the deck size is like massive compared to the other ones. Actually, let's not compare these two. Let's compare like this one. So where's the deck size on this? Deck size 12? 60! Oh my god, that's a huge deck. What's the one next to that here? Deck size. Am I blind? 18. So the heavy carriers are just fucking massive, but they cost about 3 times the production cost. Wow. But how does that work for... There's a penalty to carriers if you have too many carriers. If you can have either 6 light carriers or 6 heavy carriers. If it's just the number of like actual carriers and not the actual planes in the air, I'm not sure how that penalty works. Like honestly, how does that work? I'll have to figure that out, because if you can have 5 or 6 aircraft carriers with every one of them having like a deck size of 60 and not get the penalty to the sortie efficiency, that would be amazing. That would be truly amazing. We can dominate everything there. And then we got submarines. We've got like 1944. So the modern ones are kinda... There's only 4 years here. 37, 39, 42, and 44. And we have everything up until that. So that's kind of cool. The doctrine... Did they change that? Like, when I went Fleet in Being, we kept getting like weird stuff. Yeah, we got carrier organization. I never liked that. Picking Fleet in Being means you want to focus on battleships, but they're like, this is carrier organization. And then there's another one here. heavy carrier organization. I don't like the fact that this is in here, that I have to take this in order to get the big juicy Grand Battle Fleet one. But I think that we want to go down fleet in being and try to be a powerhouse here. We got naval bombers, that's appropriate, and strategic bombers. Really? If we start with strategic bombers, that would be quite nice. This looks exactly the same. I guess it just slightly stretched or somehow. Maybe it's because I'm playing this on my new monitor. It looks weird. You haven't changed at all. But we start out with this already researched. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do the basic shit, shall we? Let's get this episode on the way, basically. So this is still just 5% reinforce rate. I kinda... We need to get our industry up and running, so this is ahead of time. We could do the radio, but I don't think we need that. What about doctrine? I don't know yet. I'll wait with the last one there until I figure out what I want to do here. Let's see. Recruitment. Infantry division with artillery. Infantry division with nothing. Infantry division with tank support. I'll give you... No, that's usually what I use for cav. We'll put the star for tanks, and we'll put the artillery for artillery. Okay, so what do we have? We have 1 division with this, and we have 5 divisions with tank support. And we don't have any armored or motorized. We've got too many of these home guards here. And we only have 18 dudes. Huh. Well, I'm not that worried about the army right now. I don't think the army is going to be an issue. The navy, we have 6 carriers, 10 dreadnoughts, 12... What? Dreadnoughts. It's got dreadnoughts with 2 S's, and then they got dreadnoughts with 1 S. I'm guessing this is the small one and this is the big one. Right? Because they had to add, I don't know, a new type of ship in. I guess that's like a filler or something? Dreadnought. Okay. This one has dreadnoughts, and this one has dreadnought. Rodney class. Yeah, this is the Rodney class. This is Colossus. Pre-dreadnoughts. Oh, we even have pre-dreadnoughts? Really? Early fast battleships. Yeah, I'm guessing these are like pre-Wild Creek shit. Alright. So we got southern, southern, and northern England. Okay, so we got 2 fleets. We have a massive fleet, I gotta say. I mean, we've got 300 ships. Fucking hell. Alright, let's go through the national focus, because I kind of want to get that started. I think we have to do this before we can do anything. We need to have the Congress. But I think I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then try to pick some of these... pick some of those... fuck, what was I going to say? Damn it, I forgot. We need to pick some of those researches. No? I completely blanked out there. I apologize. I need to read through the focuses at least, but so far we just have militias, and then we got some proper divisions. The militias are militias, and they're quite bad. Okay, let's just pick out the militias then. And this is my proper army. One of them has artillery, and the others have tanks. You're an armored officer, but I think... Ooh, you're both. You'll be perfect then. And then you need to focus on defense. You got 5 in defense. Unfortunately, you are a armor officer. You're a hill fighter. We'll take you. You could potentially become like an infantry guy. We'll just try to focus on defending the naval bases. So we have 9 with this. 11, 13. So my entire country takes 16 divisions to defend. I'll add some more militias later then. We can skip the Orkneys here. Shetland, sorry. These are the Orkneys. Let's cut this down until we have 12. We can do this. So basically, we can have, yeah, up to Newcastle. We'll keep that defended. And you guys just chill in London. Let's see here. Let's set our productions here. What the fuck is going on with the ships? Okay. Heavy carrier, heavy carrier, heavy carrier. You know what? Let's focus on the other stuff for now. Naval bomber, interwar fighter. Okay, that's fine. We've got 20 factories. 10 of them are doing guns. That's a bit much. And we don't have the oil for this. How are we going to get oil? But to be honest, we need to get artillery started. Support equipment, and we can drop you, definitely. We don't need that many tanks. Interwar fighters, we can scale all of this down. How's this? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, and now we do the ships. So we just have a whole bunch of these, like ones. Interwar, 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 interwar. Ideally I would like to just have them focus on one thing at a time. Like this one, these two at least have just barely started. I'm going to cancel these two. We're not losing much from that. But the others have a lot of progress on them though. And I kind of want to start... What? What is this? This should be moving them up, right? Fuck it, I'll just scroll the heavy ones, the heavy carriers down. So we got battleships. No, I want the submarines done first. Yeah, get the submarines built first. Then we got the heavy carriers over here. We got the interwar cruisers. Battleships, battleships, carriers. Okay. Yeah, and you just get 5, and we'll just do it like this. Once you finish the current boat, you'll just do it. You'll just add everything to the next one. How about that? And we need to import some chromium. There's nothing close that I can do without convoys. We could do Russia, I suppose. The trade lines to Russia will be annoying though. Unless they probably gonna go through here. Yeah, we can do Russia. That Russia will be fine. And then oil. United States, Venezuela. We can do a United States while they're still, you know, together. Let's unpause and try to get our first event here. I'm gonna read through that, and I think I don't know how long I want these episodes to be though. I kinda want to plow through this campaign because I'm waiting for the Crusader Kings 2 one, kind of badly. No divisions in basic training. I'm gonna go ahead and train some home guards. I want 24 of these guys. I'm just gonna add you to this dude here. Free civilian factories. We do need more military factories. A whole bunch of them. We'll do, yeah, we get 14 available right now. 80 here. And you as well. Okay, we got 4 of them queued up. And the last one, I think I will do superior firepower, I think. Or we could just swap completely to motorized. If we want to be fast, we're gonna need to have a lot of production though. Grand battle plan. Shit. Fine, we'll take Grand Battle Plan. It's the most diverse. It's very flexible, to be honest. And when it comes to the Navy, we have one in the Channel, North Sea Submarine Fleet, and then we have Welsh Fleet. Okay, let's just have you patrol over here. I'm gonna give you a dude. This one. You guys are gonna go ahead and patrol over here. Let me give you a guy. The Channel Fleet will be patrolling the Channel, and let me give you Blockade Runner. No, take both of these, and the submarines. You're gonna take this one, and we do convoy raiding. Ideally, I want to do this. Yeah, you're gonna convoy raid the entrance into the Mediterranean. Okay. Okay, are we properly set up right now? I haven't had my event fire for the country, though. Let's put it on speed 4. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? Oh, I'm so excited. So we're allied with France right off the bat, right? And also Italy. Okay, that's good. There goes Kerensky, died as usual. He never survives, does he? I don't think that's actually possible. Comrade Mosley calls a meeting. Comrade Mosley of the Maximist faction has invited George Valois of the French Sorelians, Lavrenti Beria of the former Bolsheviks in Georgia, and Benito Mussolini of the Italian National Syndicalists to Birmingham to compile a manifesto stating their joint aims for a new kind of socialism called totalism. Chairman Snowden's Federationists should keep an eye on this development. Worrying, to say the least. Is it? Is it, though? I mean, they're all just the same shades of grey, aren't they? It's all just syndicalists. Just a different kind of them. Maximists. And then we got Social Democrats, and then we got Autonomists. What do the Autonomists want? Autonomist wing of the TUC, Maximist wing of the TUC, and then we got Social Democrats that are not a part of us. They're not a part of the trade union, at least. Okay. So what are other people doing? Imperial restructuring. Strengthen the kingdom. I don't know how that's gonna go for you, man. Okay. The Totalist Charter, Mussolini, Valois, Beria, and other interested parties arrived in Birmingham today to discuss their common ground. It has been agreed that Maximism, Sorelianism, and National Syndicalism are all share basic principles of the state's primacy in the socialist struggle, the role of national identity within the state, and the importance of a strong central authority to preserve and build socialism. The Charter also claims the socialist state is the final state of human development, and that democracy is not necessary to achieve socialism. These statements have drawn great criticism from other socialist factions, who gave it the name totalism as a play on totalitarianism socialism. Wait, what? Totalitarian socialism. It's a fucking, I don't know, whatever. Which has been eagerly accepted by Mosley, who added it to the manifesto's name, attributing it to their total commitment to socialism. Let's hope the people reject this madness. Okay, so here we go. The New Britain. After the defeat of France, the United Kingdom's war with Germany dragged on inconclusively for 2 years. In 1921, the stalemate was finally broken when Lloyd George agreed to the German proposal of a peace with honor. While Britain's overseas territories remained largely intact, the faith of the people did not. In 1925, disaster struck. A minor labour dispute in the coalfields of South Wales quickly escalated, and after 6 weeks of rioting, looting, and pamphleteering, most of the establishment, including the royal family, had fled to Canada. A provisional government of revolutionary groups dissolved what little was left of Parliament and declared a new Union of Britain. 11 years later, the Trade Union Congress still forms the centerpiece of politics of the Federated and Democratic Union. The British people are secure on their island, content to build socialism in isolation, protected by the strong Republican Air Force and Navy. Well, we do have a strong Navy. And with each county protected by its own popular militia, who act both as reserve military and the new police. Well, they're kind of shit. Yet, with the world seemingly ready to erupt into chaos, many are starting to wonder if Britain has a duty to spread the revolution to her former colonial territories. After all, the monarchists in Canada cannot be allowed to plot against the Union indefinitely. Fascinating. So I didn't actually take a look at my Air Force. We got some carriers, that's to be expected. If I do air mode, so what do we have over here? Let's just group you all up, and I'm gonna make you into something. Okay. Group you all up. Tactical bombers. If I were to make a new wing here... Am I blind? Where's the new wing button? Select all? No. What? Deselect all. Merge. Add new air wing. Why is that not working? Oh, that's the day-night cycle. Why can't I add new wings? Are you kidding me? I don't have any reserves? Or I don't have any reserves, that's why. But that's annoying that the button is grayed out, though. That's kinda annoying. But okay, that's fine. So we have strategic bombers, fighters, and tactical bombers. So tactical bombers are gonna have to do close air support for now. Fighters, you do air superiority, and you do strategic bombing, focusing on factories. How about that? And we assign you to here, and you're gonna bomb the fuck out of Germany. How about that? Yeah. When, you know, when the inevitable war comes, I'm gonna have your planes, my planes, help out in France. I think I also want to get an army underway so we can have them join with the French, because we're gonna need to hold that line there. So the United States is not actually giving us oil. That's disappointing. Venezuela? Thank you. So we finished our submarines. We're now working through our cruisers. 5 years? Now, we can do 5 of these a year, but we're only doing 1. So why does it say that? I don't know. It's weird. But it's working at least, so I'm fine with that. So since the submarines have been built, I can go ahead and select you and the submarine fleet and just merge you. Yeah. So, go to speed 5? I don't see why not. We're waiting for, like, the structuring to begin and stuff like that. Yeah, let's go again, speed 4. So, the Afghan war has started. Black Monday has happened. And the Travelers were elected in France. So those were the syndicalists, like I am. So that's good. We have the same exact ideology. Yeah, so you adore the fuck out of us. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Direction of the economy. It's been a long time since I played as France. So I'm hoping they're gonna do fine. Yeah, I actually can't wait for the war to start. I want to see the changes to the naval combat stuff. But yeah, I think I will go ahead and pause it here. Yeah, so I haven't really decided on how the schedule for this is. Essentially, I want to finish this campaign before Holy Fury comes out for CK2. So you know, it's gonna be kinda unsure how the schedule will be for this, but I'm gonna see how they change the naval combat, see if I like it, and try to play as Britain and see how that goes. Yeah. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, see ya, and thanks for watching.